Will Doherty from Evolve, which is an ad agency here in Greenville. An old friend of mine has stopped by. How you doing?
I'm doing very well.
You've been involved in Rocking Horse Ranch a long time.
I have been since 2002. I've been on the board at different times, off and on, but I'm back now and trying to give them a hand.
What is Rocking Horse Ranch? Let's start with that.
Well, Rocking Horse Ranch is a therapeutic horseback riding program that's founded and based here in eastern North Carolina. It serves about 13 counties surrounding Pitt County. And what it does, Rocking Horse Ranch provides therapeutic horseback riding lessons for those with all types of developmental and physical impairments or handicaps, disabilities. So folks can come in there with everything from limited range of motion to just all kinds of issues that you and I probably will never have to face in our families, I hope. But those folks come in and you can see them really enjoy the benefits of horseback riding. It helps them in moving and freedom, and they learn all kinds of balance and all types of ways, I guess, to overcome their impairments. It's just fantastic if you go and watch it. I've not been affected by, and my family's not been affected by any of the diseases that are served there. But you can't go and see what's happening and not become really convicted that that's where you should spend some of your time and talent. So that's what I do for Rocking Horse Ranch.
I've heard a lot of good things about Rocking Horse Ranch. I know you've been involved in helping them raise money for years. For a long time, you did the Derby party. You're still doing that?
Absolutely. I help out, but we're fortunate to have Carson take care of that. So Carson Landis takes care of that. Jenny Kay's daughter.
But you've got a new fundraising idea that you've come up with, which is shooting sporting clays. You're calling it Clays for a Cause, and for folks who like to shoot. All right, now first let's start with, I said skeet shooting, and you said it's not skeet shooting, it's sporting clay. So what's the difference?
Yeah, sorry.
Educate us.
Sorry to slice it so thinly, but
that's all right.
There's typically
now we've been people have been calling and correcting us all morning, so we're used to it. Go ahead.
I'll not be so harsh. There are three major areas where we deal with shotgunning sports and clay targets. Typically, there's trap, where there's 5 folks who shoot, and the birds are thrown pretty much away from you, but maybe at a modest angle, and the shooter shoots. And then skeet is very much the same thing. We're in a 5-stand pattern, but the birds are thrown from houses and other traps, so they get a variety of shots, but they're always standing in those 5 stations. Sporting clays tries to mimic hunting more than anything else. So you move along, much like you would in golf, to shooting stations around a very large acreage, and each shot is very different. So you have some that mimic quail or mimic dove or mimic duck, even the ones that Billy was mentioning when the cameras were off about the ones that mimic rabbits, where the clay target bounces along the ground and it jumps as high as 3 feet, and you're expected to hit that target. So it's really very challenging. For when I shot trap, for example, I shot somewhere in the 98th percentile on a normal day, and my scores on sporting clays are not quite so strong. So
sporting clays is like the top level. It's harder.
I think it depends on who you ask, but I believe it's more challenging.
Yeah. All right. So you've got an event that people can come out and be a part of a competition for doing a sporting clays competition to raise money for Rocking Horse Ranch. How is this going to work, and when is it? Give us all the details.
Well, the event's on August 23rd. That's a Saturday. We start at 9 o'clock in the morning for the actual competition, but you could get there early and have some practice time for those of us who have been a little while between shooting. But the event has really been targeted, although there are competitive shooters that travel all around to do that, this event is really targeted for anyone, whether it's a competitive shooter or a family who hasn't done it in a while, a father, son. It's open, and we've intended to shape this so that all those folks would be comfortable. There'll be some early safety instruction and also instruction for people who've never shot sporting clays, but maybe they're familiar with their shotgun, so we'll be able to make them comfortable before they go out. And we hope that most people that will come in will enjoy it. But secondly, it's what's called a Lewis class scoring, where all of the shooters are ranked based on their score, but then they're divided into 4 equal categories. And the winner of each of those 4 categories wins the same first and second prize, which would be a free shotgun if you're the first prize winner, and a $200 gift certificate to Overton's if you're the second prize winner.
Oh, nice.
So even our children or inexperienced shooters will be able to have a very good chance at winning a nice prize.
And we did not get the video, Coach? Sorry, we couldn't get it, but we're on radio anyway. Just thought about that. So we'll start to play that as a PSA on Cable 7 for you.
I appreciate
because
that.
we want to support Rocking Horse Ranch. But there's a great video and people will start to see it later today. With you and your family out there shoot. Your whole family shoots sporting clays, is that right?
We do. My son is on the team at the Oakwood School, which has been great for he and I to get back connected on something. And
Is that how you got into it?
Well, I've been shooting my whole life,
Yeah.
and I did shoot trap on a league in Winchester, Virginia before I moved here. But with my son becoming interested, it certainly was a great thing for us to connect on. And it's also a great leverage point to make sure we get the homework done on time. So, But my wife also would stand in on the trap team if we had somebody that was absent. Allison will gladly stand in. She has gone as far as Pactoulis to win turkeys on a regular basis if she sees a turkey.
No kidding.
shoot. Yeah, don't underestimate her. She's strong.
Allison's amazing. I never knew that about her. She can do lots of stuff, right?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I didn't realize how intense of a coach I was until I saw the TV commercial. I want my son to break that bird worse than I ever knew. The look in my face is.
So where do you do this? Is there I guess there's got to be, called a course? There's got to be an area that shoot sporting clays, or you wouldn't be able to pull this off.
That's right. We're going to have this event at Hunters Point, which is in Washington. If you go toward Washington on 264 and then take 17 north, just a few miles up the road, you'll see a sign on the right that says Hunters Point Sporting Clays, and it's there. I think the GPS directions are 506 Decoy Drive.
So you go to 264 to 17 south?
North.
North. You
Yes.
turn toward Williamston.
Yes, it's just
Right.
north of Washington.
Right, okay.
They've got a great course there, and they've been very friendly to Rocking Horse Ranch and helping us get set up and get everything ready. And we've had the person who sets the course soften it up a bit to make sure that all of us have a good time and break some targets.
So August the 23rd, which is a week from Saturday, I guess.
It is.
And anybody who likes to shoot, and you're saying come out, even if you've never done sporting clays, if you like to shoot, there'll be some practice time. It'll be an opportunity to kind of get into it and learn a little bit before the competition begins. Now, what's the cost?
Well, the cost, if you register before the 17th of August, is $65 per shooter for the adults, and it's $35 for guests. And
Okay.
for children under 14. Now, if either person wants to shoot a second round, there's a reduced rate for that. The rate for registration does go up after the 18th, so folks that would like to register early and save that extra $10, we would encourage them to go to claysforacause.org and sign up there.
All right, that was my next question. So you have a website you can actually sign up on, claysforacause.org, and the word "for" is spelled out F-O-R.
That's correct.
claysforacause.org, and all the money raised will go to the Rocking Horse Ranch. And I know you got some sponsors you wanted to mention as well.
I did. We had a lot of support from our community. Suddenlink has been a great supporter. They've offered us some media placements to help us get the word out, so people will start seeing those TV ads today and through the event date. Mammoth Signs has come in as the title sponsor,
Those people do good work.
Thank you.
In fact, I think they're getting ready to rewrap our van. Will owns Mammoth Signs, by the way, among other things in Greenville. Go ahead.
Well, they have donated quite a bit of materials to make sure that all the signage and the promotions for the different sponsors is handled correctly. And U.S. Cellular has Atlantic Wireless as an authorized retailer here in the area. Brandon Tate's a fantastic supporter of all types of causes, and he's a supporter of this event as well. Overton's is our official sporting goods sponsor. They've been great at helping us make sure we've gotten the right guns and the gift certificates we need, as well as Interbank's Wealth Management. Those folks are helping us with T-shirts and making sure we've got some cash on hand to make sure the event goes well. And we've had a couple of other sponsorships. Terry Leggett Logging Company has come in as a youth sponsor, which is great. So the youth will get a separate set of trophies and awards, and Terry Leggett has made sure that that's going to come together and that those kids get some great prizes.
Nice.
And H&H Golf Carts just recently came in. They're out of Chocowinity. They're
I
bringing
just saw them the other day. I didn't know there was a golf cart company down there.
Yeah, well, and I was surprised to see how charitable they were. They're going to bring us a load of golf carts down, so if anyone would have trouble traversing the course that day, we'd be able to give them a
Nice.
complimentary golf course, a golf cart, so they can
Yeah.
get around and enjoy the event
Good.
just like the rest of us.
All right, it's Clays for a Cause. Again, the website, claysforacause. Did I say clause? claysforacause.org, and it's all to raise money for the great programs that go on at Rocking Horse Ranch here in Greenville. Will Doherty from Evolve Advertising. Good to see you, my man.